Hello everybody, welcome to a new subreddit called Interesting as kind of like mildly interesting, but really interesting. So let's go down to number 15. It's good that they're numbered, and see what we start off with. The oldest person in the world turns 117. Wow, 117, that is quite old. The two pictures though, you can just see they're the same person. Yeah, you can see they're the same person, that's good. Yeah, 117, the stuff that she's lived through. Number 14, today's global temperature map. Australia is on fire. It literally is. Wow. That is quite the difference. Not much you can really say about that. Just, yeah, Australia's on fire. And also the UK is cold as all hell. Today's global temperature, that was 29 days ago, so a month ago, yeah. Last decade. Number 13. When you stand at the geographic South Pole, all lines of longitude converge at the exact point, so you're literally standing on all 24 time zones. You can step from today into yesterday, and from yesterday back into tomorrow. Well, you can't step from yesterday into tomorrow, because yesterday will go into today, because it's not more than 24 hours. There's not. You can't really step from yesterday to tomorrow. The max you can add on is 24 hours, and that is equal to a day, not more than a day. Like, so even 1 minute before midnight, you'd be 1 minute before midnight the next day. You can't do that. But it's cool though. You can like run around, and it kind of like it's time travel. And also, everything is north. The only direction you can go is north. Or you can spin on the spot and go either west or east. But you can't go any further south. Okay, number 12. Honeybee nest warning signal. Because they communicate by dancing. So yeah, it all pulses out. That's cool. Yeah, that's... Because one dances, makes the other one dance, makes the other one dance, and the other one dance. And they all just... It's a pulsing nest. That is interesting as It's like Rorschach, like Rorschach's mask. Number 11, paper plane design that uses a flappy wing design. Okay, let's see how it's folded. There's a ring, yep. So, okay. That's cool. How would that work? So the air pushes him up, which in turn pushes, just from the flexibility of the paper, pushes it down, and then when it flips, when it buckles enough, it flips down, and then it pushes it up, and then it goes underneath the air pressure again. Yeah. Okay, I can kind of see that. Not sure if I explained it very well, but it's in here. Number 10. 4 people from the same town who fought in different wars. Okay, World War II, World War One, Spanish War, and ACW. Okay, all from the same town. It's like 4 generations basically. Number 9. This is one trippy game. Okay, so you put the picture down in reality. Oh, that's cool. So you take a picture of the box, put it there, and it falls out the picture. That's cool. So you take a picture of the hallway, and put the picture of the hallway there. Turn into a slide. Okay, you now can't progress through that room. Cool. Oh, you can take a pic. Okay, that's a pretty cool game. If I could find out what game it is, potentially may turn up on a Friendly Friday. It's the videos, the series that I do for. I play a different indie game every Friday. It could turn up there. You never know. If I could find it. And it's actually a game you can get. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Number 8. This barber specialises in making personalised wigs. Okay. cling film his head. Build a mask. Yep. I imagine there was a big time that moved on from there. Instantly from him having the template of his scalp to, and now there's hair on it, because he did use the fabric like mesh tapes. What I imagine is the base of that wig, and suddenly he's done it. Doesn't look like any time has passed at all. Or maybe this is staged, where he came along one week, got it done, and then when he came to get it fitted, he asked for him to do it all over, to do the beginning section again so he could film it. But yeah, it's cool though. It's cool. Number 7, outdoor restaurant in Italy, covered by lemon plants and lemon. Wow. They've got to... I imagine at some duration in the year, it gets a bit hectic, because I imagine those lemons will be falling from those trees when they're ripe. They'll be smashing plates. Some of those lemons are quite huge. They will just be falling, smashing wine glasses, knocking out an old lady, everything. Just... it looks cool, but then there's that week when they all start, they all get ripe and then start dropping. The staff there must have an incredible eye for lemons that are going to fall in the next day or two, to get them and get them off the trees before they just start squishing kids with them. But it does look cool. And number 6, this 3D printed digital sundial accurately projects the time onto the ground in recognisable digital clock style. Okay. It looks like it does it in 10-minute intervals, because the minute unit section, not the tens, is completely blank. I imagine that just puts down a 0 no matter what. And then the slots inside the hour, they're quite together. That's cool, because otherwise the minute is going to have like 10 times as much as the 10-minute section, which is basically impossible for a 3D printer to do that finer detail. But that's pretty cool. So so each section is 10 minutes, and it's either blocked off if it should be there, or not blocked off if it should. Okay. And then the next section is every hour, and then the section after that is every tens of hours. So unless it could be 24 hour and it'll have to be 0, 1 or 2. But yeah, I imagine they wouldn't have done it 24 hour. Just so that tens of hours better. But you never know, it could be 24 hour. It's pretty interesting though. Number 5, tame coyote playing with a cat it grew up with. You see this a lot with a lot of wild animals that have been raised in captivity. Like you have like lions and tigers playing with Labradors and stuff like that. Always looks though like, say it's a dog and cat playing like this. Always seems like the dog is playing and the cat is attacking. Every time. But I guess that's just how cats are played. They play fight all the time, constantly. They can't do normal playing. They just have to look like they're just attacking a dog. Or a coyote in this sense. Or I'm just used to reading the body language of dogs better than cats. Could be that. Anyway, number 4, SpaceX boosters coming back to Earth to be reused again. Here they come. Coming down in sync in parachutes. Are we going to land where... No, not parachutes, of course. They've got reverse thrusters, yeah. which no man can probably pilot to land, but computers are slightly better with reaction timing and running calculations than us. But they did it. Nice. It's the future, eventually, if they ever get to that stage, possibly the future. All to make space travel cheaper by being able to reuse stuff. Number 3. The humble forest fern giving free tattoos. So you just squeeze it. Ah! And it has some kind of white powder underneath. Okay, maybe that's how they pollinate. That's where the pollen comes from. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. A lot of people really like that tattoo as well. All it needs is a bit of pressure and it releases its stuff. It could be that that's actually like stinging nettles are irritating the skin. It could be done like that. In that case, I sometimes get a lot of free tattoos from plants. They just end up being bubbles where you go past some stinging nettles. But it looks cool. Number 2, how to solve a pig pen cipher. Okay, so 2 sections. Okay, so if it's... I get you. That is pretty cool. Like, it uses what touches that section. So A is a line underneath and a line up to the right, etc. And E is the middle square. U is a less than symbol. X is an arrow down with a dot in it. So it's pretty cool, and it's 26 different combinations, which is what you need for the alphabet, really. But that is pretty cool, and it just looks like symbols. Although with ciphers, you can kind of work out what certain things are. Like if something appears a lot, but never next to each other, it's usually a space. With like, yeah, that kind of thing. Like if there's 2 next to each other, it could be, say, in this case, they're L's, because there's a lot of words with 2 L's next to each other, 2 E's next to each other, stuff like that. So there is ways to work out ciphers just by just looking at it and then filling in the blanks. But it's still pretty cool though. The fact that those combinations it gives you 25 different ways. Nice. Number 1. A train car in Minnesota carrying corn had a leak. They just got... Wow. Just enough corn flow to not go over the top of the rails. And I imagine that's still usable. Would it be? So, it depends where you are from, really, because some railway lines there's like wheels that hook underneath to stop the carts coming off. I believe in like the bullet train in Japan, they have wheels not just on but also under to stop them coming off going around corners. But yeah, that's pretty cool though. That is just, it looks so uniform and it looks purposely put there. But it's not, it's just that they had a leak. Luckily the leak wasn't bigger, so that it would overflow the railway lines, and smaller, so it just would not be filling up. It would just be a little line down the middle. But that is still pretty cool, and it is pretty interesting that it's just corn is such a bright colour compared to snow and just brown, so it stands out a lot. It's like someone's put a cycle lane down the middle of a railway line. Right, and that was the top post of Interesting as F***. If you like this, like the video, and if you want to put any comments down about what you thought of some of the posts, and even put some suggestions down on what subreddits you want to see me do. I do Reddit Reacts every Monday, and there's actually a playlist on my channel if you want to go over there and subscribe and see all of the ones I've done so far. If you want to see me on a subscription feed, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.